Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother, Take 2. Today is August 25th and we're going to have to deal with chickens and lawnmowers. There's no way around it. And some kind of bug that I can't never kill. A little gnat of some sort. So, this is your energy. It's tolerance, sitting with it. And every time I've seen that recently in all its forms on all the other cards, it's like how long? It's a card of, it's become sitting is time. And you're mad about it. Sitting here spinning your wheels. Spinning your wheels. Ain't nothing coming from it. And now you become intolerant because you're going to move time along, I would say. And we got bag. Something important such as a new job or raise. And we had a new job yesterday. And then we have elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And this elephant looks exhausted. Exhausted. Detached. Observant. Patient. Listening. Big ears. We had listening yesterday as well. But you got it in the bag, okay? How long are you going to sit with this? You can move on from this. You don't have to stay in that spot. You don't have to tolerate it. Ding! You don't have to I don't have to take your shit, and here's why. Alright. Death. I got this. Fear. And love. Well. Okay. Sacred Journey, 46. As the old descends, the new will rise. But there's nothing new under the sun. There truly is not. I mean, just as far as myth goes, how many Jesuses were there before Jesus lived? How many stories that are just like him were there, right? And it's kind of like the same old cycle, but it's the same thing. It just keeps going around and it exchanges a name. Off with the old, off with the old story, on with the new, but they're all the same. And you're afraid. And you need somebody to act like they care about you. You would like to feel like you were loved. That's what you want. To feel love while you're going through this. A terrible ending. Lots of emotions. I'm sorry. But this, the start of the new. Which is just like the old. Is the love what makes it worth it? Where would you be without it? Afraid to be without this love that you may be losing? Anger. Step up. An abrupt departure. I don't like that with death, not so much, I'm just saying. But you got it in the bag. You're afraid. You got it in the bag. You're exhausted. You're almost done. It's almost over. The Hanged Man is also about endings. This is the end of the lesson. Failure to give of oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision. Oh, it's upside down. Shit. I have to take it. And wouldn't you know, this is the only one that's upside down. I don't see any others. Well, maybe there was one there in the middle. Okay, the Hanged Man reversed. Failure to give of oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. So you don't make the sacrifice, you don't learn the lesson, and you are going to have to go around again. You are exhausted. And the Queen of Cups, all about the heart. All about the heart. And love is at the bottom of this here too. All about the heart. You're exhausted, you're not learning your lesson. Be open to receive the healing and nurturing that you need. You need love. You need to feel it. You need to feel like somebody is with you. You need to feel it. Failure to give of oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. And to be open to receive the healing and nurturing you need. Because you are imaginative and kind, you're good-natured, compassionate, calm, receptive. There was something about blah, blah, blah. Receiving. This is the end of the lesson. But is it? Because you're not getting it. There's something you're missing. You're trying to avoid going through this because you're afraid, you don't believe in the love. But it is in going through this that you will learn finally where the love is, what the love is, what love really means. Right here. Right here. I haven't... Well, that's not true. I cried yesterday morning. I still randomly. It'll come. And once it starts, I can't stop it. I can't deal with that anymore. I'll post a partial reading. I'm sorry, but that's what I will do because I had to take a break from this. It was wrecking me. Somebody's story is wrecking me. This is what's on your mind. Justice. Balance. Justice and balance. To receive your due. The end, the fear, to stop settling, to stop, the fear to call him out. You was calling him out yesterday about not getting what you deserve. But you're afraid, you don't get what you deserve, but you're afraid to speak up about it. Because your heart's involved. Come down here. Come down here. You're almost out of time. If you want to balance this out, you're almost out of time and you're still afraid. Look here. Yesterday, okay, you speak up, right? And there you are speaking up. You did a whole lot of talking yesterday. You had like this on top of another one once as well. And but you seek justice. You seek fairness. It's not fair. How long are you going to sit with this? Because you're afraid, and this makes a lot more sense. The end, you're afraid to speak up. When you speak up, that'll be the end of it, right? You're afraid because here's where it starts to make sense. Yesterday, watch yesterday's reading. You speak up when you're afraid to, because your safety is contingent. I said that in the other reading, and it's justice. I'm suddenly starting now. Now I stutter. And the Hermit. Well, you're off. You're just going to take yourself off. I don't know why I did that. But you're just going to take yourself off. Spirit's guiding me. Okay. Just let me stop stuttering. Okay. The desire to escape. The desire to escape accompanied hand in hand with the fear of escaping, which is both good and bad. That's like a double-edged sword. Okay, but you seek justice. You want it to be what it is really. And to speak up to speak the truth is to break the spell. And you don't know what's beyond that either. So, do they really love you? You're afraid that they don't. You're going through this. Perhaps you feel it's unfair that you're going through this because all that you did for them, you did with love. And the way they are treating you is not the love that you expected to receive. Yet you're being called to receive. Do you have to learn how to see something? Well, no, you're going to take yourself off and think about it. This is a big deal. But you got it in the bag. And while you're thinking, you're going to be thinking about this. Self-care. You. Time for you. You're not going to jump at their say. You're going to go think about it. You're going to go not think about it. You're not going to answer that pressure. You're not going to fold. You're not going to do what they want. And while you're not doing that, you're going to be thinking about yourself and healing. It's a big deal, big deal. You're almost out of time. This is your last chance. It's your last chance. But love is also tied up in this in some way that I don't understand. It's a corkscrew love. Like maybe you want to see what they are to be really. That's whatever it was. However, I said it a while ago. What it is you want it to be really. And it's not. It's not. And you're almost out of time as this relationship ends with death. But that's okay because you got it in the bag. But you're exhausted and you're going to take yourself off here with the hermit. But safety is contingent. It's kind of like you feel like you got to go. You just got to go. But you're exhausted. You haven't had time to recover. And you're going to have to endure it and carry on until you get where you can think. Because self-care is a must now. I am freezing. Something about love that I don't understand. Help me remember, and after I'm done laying it out, I'll lay that there to help me remind me. I'll do it with that one because then it'll be 5 and 5. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So your energy is the Knight of Swords. That could be an abrupt departure. I am out of here. I've got to go. I've got to get a parka or something. I'll be right back. Okay, I went and got a blanket, and I found it. I thought I turned all them fans off, but the farthest one was on, blowing it in here. I mean, it was cold this morning. Oh my God! And they still had the air conditioner on in here. I'm like, what is wrong with you all? Well, they're the ones doing the work. And if they need it, they need it. I do have a parka. I'll be getting it out. Okay. We're rolling, right? Right, I think we are. I'm sorry, but I have to see, don't I? Yeah, okay, it's on. Okay. You are done sitting with it. You're not going to sit with it no more. It's okay. You got it in the bag. You're going to face your fear. You're going to face your fear. But you're exhausted and you need to withdraw because it's debilitating. What you've been through is debilitating. And you could use a stroke of good luck. Something goes your way. Because you can't get around this. You've spent the time that you could get around this. And it's the change of season. An ending and a beginning, but that's, you know, the way of it. But you need to remember what you've been through. Don't forget what you've been through. Don't forget that you always have yourself. You've got yourself and you've got it in the bag. You're not going to put up with this shit no more. But you're struggling with keeping your mouth shut. Oh, and here it is coming out. Unpleasant truths are coming out. And you're quite happy with yourself. One might say smug. And you're who, me? Everything's fine. Why would I ever leave? And then bam, you're gone. Friendship, care is there. And here we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Friendship, care is there. But you're parting ways. I mean, how long are you going to sit with it? You're done. Time to tell the truth about how you really think. And I think that you are. But you're afraid to. Self-confidence. Stand your ground. You're going to do it even though you're afraid. And that is the truest form of courage. Is to do what we are afraid to do. Here's something going on. And the Hierophant. This could be standing up to your husband, the status quo, bucking the system, shirking the rules that someone else made for you. This could be having this is to listen to oneself. A calling. Once again. All right. Hopefully that will be the last interruption. Every time I feel like I'm channeling, like I got that hookup, my nose drives me nuts. And it still is, but that was something bizarre there. Anyway, too much information. So you got the energy of the Knight of Swords, unpleasant truths, sudden absences, an abrupt departure. Bye! I said bye! This energy, are they both you? Because this is what's crowning you. So you're the energy of the Knight of Swords, and crowning you is the Knight of Wands. You're gonna go flame on, and you're not. It's not going to be by their rules. It's not going to. You didn't ask for permission, nor will you, because you're busy flaming on. You're going to do you, but you're afraid, and you haven't done it. To speak up is to be abandoned. Your safety is contingent. So if you've got to go through this, we'll see who's there when it's over. And if love is true or not will speak for itself. But God, what a way to find out, right? There's no way around it. You've already did that. Reflection. It's time to move up, get out of your box. You're the only one that can free yourself. All you have to do is look around. See it for what it is really. And when you call it out as what it is really, it will be what it is really. Like garlic for vampires. Stand your ground. Keep your cross high. Garlic for vampires. I'm telling you, something's going to happen. Discernment. Take a closer look. You're going to see them as they truly are. You you got a good grip on it now, but it's a slow awakening, and you're not even aware of what's coming. You're not ready. Woo. You're gonna call them out. Yesterday, watch yesterday's reading. I was all about a spade for a spade. Take a closer look at this Seven of Pentacles. Could you have done more? Did you do too much? How long are you going to sit with this? Whatever it is, it's unsatisfactory, isn't it? Something's not right about it. Care is there. But you've got to stand your ground. I would say it's not 50-50, right? It's 123 and 4, right? And it's... You've got to see it for what it is really. And see, there's that backhanded love. I don't know what that is. You've got to see it for what it is really. And Spirit says to take a closer look at the Seven of Pentacles. Courage, reach for the stars. You see this as a strength. You're brave. Unpleasant truth, sudden, RUNNOFT, okay, with courage, as you see courage as your strength. So you have finally got the gumption to do this. Let the cards fall where they may. And you're going to drink from your own cup. Because your cup is what you need. They don't need your cup. You need your cup. They've got a cup too. And they see that you're taking the chance. You're choosing yourself. And you're going to take the risk. You take the risk. You choose yourself. Let love fall where it may. You will see. You will see the truth of this shortly. Because you're not going to sit with this anymore. Your hopes and your fears, exploration, step outside your boundaries. You're afraid to go, you're going to go anyway, which I told you is the truest form of courage. Courage. I mean, what's the worst that can happen to you, right? You were already unhappy, right? Your hopes and your fears. To know. For better or for worse. To see what you try not to see, but you're out of that. And your time is almost gone too. To be able to do this. Your window is now. There is some kind of critter. Oh, and the truth will out. Is the truth that you turned your misery into a happiness? That you want to be happy, but no, this isn't the same thing. This isn't the same thing. Because you choose yourself and then you take the risk. You know what's going on. This isn't your first rodeo. What are you going to do? You've got to do something about this. You're at the end of the point where you can wait. And the whole thing is almost over. The end of the lesson. And it's upside down, so you'll just begin again. So you're going to choose to... The truth about this happiness is what you want to see. You want to see it as it is really. Let me do this right now before I forget. Tell me about love. You have regrets. 5, that could be stuck in victim mode. You're waiting for a closure You cut your losses, because you're never going to get that back. You're never going to get that back. It's gone. I got a flipper here. The Lovers. Regret about your man. You don't know if he's going to be there for you. You feel like he's not, because you're going through this now. Like maybe it's a dark night of the soul, and you feel like there's no love for you. There's no support for you. What are you to rely on? You gave so much to something that's not there for you. Not there for you. See it as it is really. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that. That helped me a great deal. I mean, once again, I'm not surprised at this reading, but shit. Anyway. Okay, now I got that out, and I can put that aside and go back to business as usual. Alright. The Knight of Swords, and how long are you going to sit with it? How long are you going to let it's a betrayal. It's a self-betrayal. You're not going to betray yourself no more. And don't worry about it. You're exhausted, but you got it in the bag, and you can get you just have to get a little bit further, and things are going to get so much better. On your way to your star, that dude derailed you. You didn't get nowhere. None of the Seven of Pentacles, none of the promises, none of the return that was supposed to come to you came. There was no return. All it did was derail you from going toward your star, because you were supposed to take steps forward together. But friendship is there. Taking a closer look. Oh. A request to do it again. Dude wants you to go around. Dude won't support you. But he ain't gonna run you off either. Not as long as you do all the stuff your safety is contingent on. And you thought dude was your star, but it's not. And the more you wait, the more, I mean, his betrayal becomes a betrayal of self when you do nothing about it. He don't want change. He don't want you to leave. I don't know. Well, we got a bunch of fruit yesterday, and I think it's them little gnats that hang around it. Show me the Knight of... Okay, the truth is, you're struggling. You're struggling to keep your mouth shut. You'd rather be alone. I wish, God, I'd never met you. You're getting ready to expose your true self to the man that you love. The King of Cups. About the Seven of Pentacles. This is transactional. You never got... Watch yesterday's reading. Watch both of them. This is transactional. He never gave you nothing back. You gave a lot more than you got. It's time to come clean about the unpleasant truth that you would rather be alone. Oh, the Tower. You're telling him. You're struggling not to. It's coming every time he says something to you. It's coming out of your mouth. Listen here, Charlie. It's time for me and you to part. And that was quite a bit nicer than what you're going to be. Now we got the Seven of Pentacles beside the Tower here. What you're struggling. You're struggling because you didn't get it back and this is over. You're going to tell him it's over. But over here too is the urge for you to take a closer look at the Seven of Pentacles. And I mean, what I think this might be getting into is that he didn't give you back. It's a deal breaker. Once you figured out this is a contract breaker, he broke contract, you didn't get your part of it, he didn't give back. But that perhaps he gave other things. And that were just as good. Care is there. Knight of Wands. Care is there. You love him, but you're taking back the power. You're taking back the reins. So your Knight of Swords and your Knight of Wands are aligning. And isn't that intimidating? That's very intense. That's very aggressive. Page of Swords. Watch. Watch and remember. Learn how to think. You think you know, but I would say proceed at a much slower pace. The alignment is good and very, very strong, but you don't know all that you need to. So slow your roll. Friendship is there. Care is there. See, care is there. That's the breadcrumbing. That's the one good thing that is hidden under 99 bad things. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you're learning to think. The light's coming on. You're getting ready to do something different. Well, I love you. Friendship is there. You're my friend. You're my buddy. You're my ride or die. No one else like you. I'll never feel that way about anybody else other than you. But you realize that there's a but. But right now you're thinking about it. You want to withdraw so that you can think about it. This is not a card of physical action. This is the light coming on. This is the what the fuck moment. And you have to get away from it. And you haven't been taking care of yourself right either. And it's a whole lot of, it's layered. It's life-changing. Ooh. And you've been holding off, walking away. And time is short. Time is now. Now is the time. You stayed longer than you should have because you love them. Everybody cares about everybody. But it's not working. And you're not going to live in this relationship where your safety is contingent. I mean, you've been holding off. You've been biting your tongue. You have been not saying what needs to be said for a long time. And the time is now. Now is the time the truth is going to come out. Okay. So you're going to get up and do something. You're doing something. Show me what she sees when she takes that blindfold off. Woo! How hard and detrimental all this has been to you. To see it as it is really detrimental to you. Safety is contingent. You stayed in a toxic situation because you thought it was safe. Because you had a place. But you're going to drop that. You're not going to do that anymore. You're not orbiting him. He's not in your list. You've put that down. That's an old game. Old game. It's over. Oh, look. Well, sometimes I do that. Spirit does what Spirit wants. Okay. So you've been called. You have a higher knowledge of this that's coming. Right? Spirit says to stand your ground. Listen to that inner voice. Start again with the Fool. The time is now. The time to leave has finally arrived. It's divine timing. You see it as true. You know your strengths. You know what you can do, and you still love them. But you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to stand up to them, and you're going to Spirit. Okay, show me the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, you'd have more money alone. You're pouring into a failure, a failing venture, someone's empty pocket, someone who never gives you back, and you tolerated it. You did it to yourself by tolerating all their bullshit and making excuses for them. You're having a look at that. That's what's under that blindfold. The Knight of Pentacles. The Moon on the bottom. Why did I ever get with this man? I do not know. You convinced yourself that you needed him. And taking a closer look at the Seven of Pentacles, why you kept pouring into this pit, might show you the moon. Might show there's something hidden that only you know. A secret reason why you did it all. Because you sacrificed a lot. You cut off numerous pieces of yourself in the expectation of getting something back for all that you did. Well, maybe it was love. And Spirit says take a closer look at the Knight of Pentacles. I can't make this shit up. Look for your moon. Be honest with yourself. And for the love of pancakes, tell me what your moon is. If you know, tell me what your moon is. Okay, Page of Cups. You see this as a strength, the courage to reach for the stars, to believe in yourself. Oh, you're going to believe in yourself. But you, this person feels like a soulmate. But you're not discarding them. It's not that you're discarding them. It's that you're choosing yourself. And it's time for you to act. Your time is now. It's time to roll. You never said they couldn't go. But you're the one driving the car. Or he's going to go where you say. Because he derailed you from getting to your star. He did not work with you. It was not... You gave everything and he let you. You've stopped making excuses. Now you feel that it's time for you to move forward in your own behalf. It could be a matter of perfect timing. I don't know what brought this around, but you're having a real hard time not to follow up right now. This is where your abrupt departure is going to show up. That's what you're fighting to stay. Hiding the desire to go. You've not decided to reveal yourself. Neither you are not either as you really are. Because this is calculated. By what need you concealed it, I do not know. But you cannot approach it directly, or possibly all the attempts that you did make, because we see that you've you've waited chance after chance after chance for them to get it right. And that doesn't come without an attempt at some sort of intimacy, conversation, unpleasant truths that didn't have to be so unpleasant if anyone had ever listened. Damage control. But all that's over now. It's time to go. It's time to go. Believe in yourself. Have the courage to do it, and you do. You're afraid because you went a long time. That's how you stayed so long, was to not say it, right? Because safety is contingent, and you've moved beyond that. Maybe you've got a little nest egg. If not, I suggest you start getting one. And don't be afraid. Go ahead and do it. And then, this is how they see you. They see you taking the chance, believing in yourself, starting over with the Fool. You're moving on. because they broke your heart. They see that you're not letting this go. You've had enough. They see that you've had enough. Page of Swords. Well, that's another what the fuck moment, okay? They see you thinking for yourself. They see that you see things differently now. They broke your heart and you're not going to just take it. It's not okay. Oh no. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I did see the King of Pentacles in this. And I think I flipped him over upright. But there was a whole bunch of cards. So, we're going to shuffle them all. And I'm going to re-find where I was. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Misery, steps outside of your boundaries. You're going to lose your comfort zone. Safety is contingent. You lose your comfort zone, your hopes and your fears, is to explore for yourself, and then you didn't want to do it alone. You didn't want to move on. You wanted to be happy. And you were not. And now it's time to go. But you're afraid. You're afraid, but you still go, which is the biggest form of courage ever. King of Swords, you're mentally clear on it. You've had time to think about it, and you know that you need more, which will come to you in the form of distance from the Emperor. And it's going to piss him off because you didn't ask him, you know, because he would have said no, for one thing. But the Emperor upside down is nobody to underestimate. He will also come bearing his own verbal sword. And this guy will not help you. And it is the final realization of that, because wasn't that all bound up in the Seven of Pentacles? And you thought maybe it was love? The Fool will break off from him, because you see him as he is. Now show me the Ten of Cups and the truth. Show me the truth about the Ten of Cups. It's possible. Unpleasant truth. Show me the Ten of Cups as it is really. The world. Show me the Ten of Cups as it is really. The end of one thing, the beginning of another. Show me the Ten of Cups as it is really. An announcement. It's over. I'm not discarding you. Whatever it was I said. They can go. You're not getting rid of them, but you're doing for you. So that's the end of the old, and if they want to be around, it will not be the same. Maybe. And fighting mind games, that's coming from the Emperor reversed. There's a lot of swords around here lately. The truth about the Ten of Cups is it's over. This is how we're going to do things now. Page of Wands can be a child. We ain't going to be doing it. This is the old way. The old way is over. And there will be no more mind games or manipulation. If there's gonna be a future, there will be no more mind games or manipulation. Because and don't forget it. You know how women forget the pain of childbirth? Don't forget it. Because you're exhausted. You've been here for a long time. And the truth is, can you see that? The truth is, being alone, you're the best company you ever had anyway. You're in good company alone. Time for self-care, time to withdraw, heal your heart. Look, I'm missing a card here. So you take the chance, you choose yourself because your heart's been broke, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for that. I'm gonna go be a winner over here. I'm gonna choose something that supports me and doesn't hurt me. And that's what they see you doing, because you figured out that they were toxic and they don't support you. They might make a show of it if they have to, but it's not there. That spring, that fountain, font of love, the one that gushes from your heart, does not rush forth from theirs. And it's time for you to go. You can't wait anymore. And don't deceive yourself. This is the end of the lesson. And maybe your lesson is to let go, because you've been here for a while. But Spirit says take a closer look. Maybe the Seven of Pentacles that he returned was this is a bad example, but that Allman Brothers song, I might steal your diamonds, but I'll bring you back some gold. I'm no angel, is what I think. This has come up a couple of times. He's not the victim that you'd like him, it's bad and it sucks, but he's not the monster you would have him be. See it for what it is. See him for what he is. Right? Ugh, I shouldn't have looked. King of Wands on the bottom. Right under your moon. Everything's coming into alignment. Lots of truths are going to get told. And maybe to more than just one person. Because you're done making excuses. And you're not going to be forced to rely on something that doesn't have your back. Not anymore. You're not going to settle for those breadcrumbs. It's not enough. Now, the answer isn't no. The answer is me first. I think that's pretty good. I'm alright with that. Ooh, be humble and perform anonymous acts of kindness. I think that's going to come down to, in all of this, there could be several strong arguments coming. And I think performing anonymous acts of kindness might be not it doesn't matter if they know all that you've done for them or not. They never were going to balance out. It's not going to happen. I can tell you all that some sort of a man tarot will be coming shortly. I can feel it cooking. It's just not exactly the right time yet. But it will be soon. It will be soon. And then we're going to have a dude day or something. I don't know. The daily dude. This was one of the thirds yesterday. This was one of my thirds today in the pre-shuffle, and find your purpose. Okay, we're going to read that. If you want to find your true purpose in life, know this for certain. Your purpose will only be found in service to others and in being connected to something far greater than your mind, body, ego. Well, you better get to it. We never have as long as we think. I hope you see me again. I'm gonna go find my parka.